We got to put it down on the books for an NPR show. I don't know what beers we would try, but
Yeah.
You gotta
We'll
pair
figure it
the
out.
beers with dusty muffins.
All beers considered.
I got a cherry in mine.
there you go. We could call the show All Beers Considered.
Nice.
Let's
you
see.
can count it down. I know it's my show, but you can.
I did. Okay, I'll talk about it on the show. I'll save it for the show.
Save it for the show.
Isn't this the show? If we're live right now?
Well, we're live, but we're not.
We're not
recording.
live.
We're not on GarageBand.
So it's the show. It's just not the show.
Right. it's the show, but it's not the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, GarageBand. You guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Podcast.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Beer Coasters Podcast, a weekly podcast dedicated to bringing you the. What the hell's going on?
Sorry, I was doing Beaker.
Oh. Yes, folks, that's right. Another intro
Botched
destroyed.
again.
That is walked all over.
That's right. This is the Beer Coasters Podcast, as if you had any doubt. It is an entirely self-absorbed beer show devoted to bringing you the best and worst in mostly American craft beer from coast to coast, and every once in a while, in between. I'm your host this week. I'm Mike from Boston, and joining me this week is...
This is Beer Coaster Tony in Hartford, Connecticut.
And this is Beer Coaster Toby in San Diego, California.
Welcome.
I like how you're
Welcome,
owning
gentlemen.
it, Tony. He's
You know
owning
what?
it now.
That's it. I think I'm moved past just being a guest of the show.
Yeah.
That's right. It just rolls off the tongue now. Beer Coaster Tony.
And if you
One
send
word,
beer to
just like the
Toby,
rest of
then
us.
you can be a beer coaster too.
That's right. As a matter of fact.
It's just that easy.
So, folks, believe it or not, this is 322nd episode. This is science. That's right. Beer science. We have some beers with some scientific-y type names. And the first one we're going to do is the Knee Deep Brewing Company's Breaking Bud. Get our chemistry on for you.
Science, bitches.
And then, that's right, science, bitches. And we have a few other beers we're going to try. Tony, what do you have for your tasting flight?
I have a new seasonal offering, the UFO Huckleberry.
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 I'll be your Huckleberry.
And Toby, how about you?
I'm trying a brewery out of Henderson, Nevada, and it's Love Lady Brewing, and it's their Hop Atomic.
Love Lady?
Love Lady.
All right. And for my tasting flight this week, I'm going to be trying the Tap Brewing Company's Intergalactic Acid.
Intergalactic.
It's
Planetary.
planetary. Atomic Huckleberry. All right, so without further ado here, let's get straight into the Breaking Bud.
Let's do it.
Dudes.
Science bitches.
I got the can. You guys have the can?
No, bottle.
No, I'm having it right here. No, I have the 22.
I saw a 4-pack of the cans, the tall boys, and I was like, oh well, I'll just get that.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
have never seen the can out here.
Well, there you go.
There it is.
It's right
Oh.
here.
Boom.
Boom,
Cracking it.
boom, boom. All right. So, yeah, let's just crack it, pour it. I'll give you the rundown. Toby, you had a little insight on where this brewery was from, or where they used to be from, and now they moved, and...
Oh yeah, you're gonna do that to me?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, they are. I believe they started in Nevada, like around the Tahoe area of Nevada.
Okay.
And back in 2010, and then they ended up moving to Lincoln, California. They moved into a former Beerman's Brewery in Lincoln, California.
How convenient.
Yeah, and that was in
Beerman's.
2011. And then the couple of their brewers were from UC Davis, out of their whole brewing program there at UC Davis.
Ah, see, so they got some science behind them too.
Yeah. And I now the can says that they're in Auburn, which is Placer County, California.
Okay.
So somewhere up in, I believe it's Central California somewhere.
All right.
Nice.
The malts on this beer. Let's see. I got a little ingredient rundown for you. I'll try to do it quickly. The ABV on this beer is 6.5. The IBUs are 50. For malts, they use Crystal. For hops, they use Simcoe, CTZ, and Mosaic. And I think this is a year-round offering. Yes?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
Yeah.
and it's an IPA.
And it is an IPA. That's right. I forgot to even mention that. But it's from California, and what else do those guys make over there anyway?
Yeah, it's kind of. I think it's in state law now. If you open
Yeah.
a brewery, you have to have at least 4 different IPAs.
They're gonna rename it California Ale. And that's just it. That's so it's yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very clear.
Yeah, super clear. I got almost 2 fingers ahead here. It's
Nice pillowy.
very, yeah. It's like soapy,
I had
very fluffy.
pretty big foamy head, but now I'm down to like almost a film.
Yeah.
There's my bottle logic glass. It's very
Very
sciencey.
sciencey.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Nice.
I got the old school Guinness. That's what I got. See, that says Guinness Porter on it. See that?
Rocking
Oh yeah.
Fresh slice glass tonight.
Nice.
On the nose, man. Big fruity.
Yeah.
A lot of tropical fruits.
Yeah, big tropical. I'm even picking up on some sticky dankiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You with
Yeah.
I
me?
do.
I got you.
It is
It's legal out
it's
there.
a nose full of tropical for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm trying to pick apart the separate tropical fruits, but it's just all I'm thinking is tropical.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe peach.
I do get peach, yeah. There's some mango.
What are you getting? Very
Maybe some grapefruit. Yeah. Some pamplemousse.
It's it's got a really good nose.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder how it
It's-
tastes.
It's really bright. It's fruity. It
Yeah, it
wakes
is,
you
yeah.
up. I'm gonna take a sip.
Episode 322.
That's right.
Cheers.
Wow. It's still very fruity. It's got all the bitterness.
Whole lot of bitter.
That's
Kinda
nice.
It dries up, but there was a big, like, mouthful of fruity flavors in there. Without being sweet at all, but that aroma that I was smelling, I got like a big mouthful of it.
It does finish with the that bitterness that you would expect. It's very clean, and I like that finish. It's cool. It starts off, all big and fruity and tropical, and then just
And then, yeah,
right into the bitter dry.
fades into.
I don't know if this is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but it kind of reminds me of like old school IPAs.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like I I feel like a lot of times if you have, some of the newer IPAs that maybe they're not using a bittering hop, it's huge, like tropical fruit, orange, and it's not bitter at all, and it's just very juicy.
Yeah.
I know there's all kinds of IPAs, but this one reminds me of like an old school, like something that if you're new to beer drinking, you will not like, because it's so danky and bitter, and
That's true. Yeah, I mean it is kind of a hop juice, not for the faint of heart.
For sure.
but I do like it.
I even got a tiny bit of coconut in one of the sips. And on the nose a little bit.
I can't say that I have that.
Maybe I just have tropical on the brain. But yeah, pineapple.
Ooh, that's one, yeah.
Pineapple
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
not it's not the kind of beer that makes me want to start my own meth lab, but, but it is tasty.
I'm glad they went with the name Breaking Bud, and it's not the blue meth from the show.
Right.
It's actually clear.
Yeah, that would be kind of scary if it was the blue.
And the pour, bright blue.
What would you guys pair with this?
Crystal meth, of course.
The blue kind.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to pair with it. But seems appropriate to me.
I'm thinking big, juicy bacon cheeseburger.
Oof.
Yeah, lots of
You're
bacon.
making me hungry. That's such a,
What? What?
No. Here's the thing.
I didn't say
about
sandwich. I didn't.
This.
I could have
I
gone
don't-
sandwich, but I
You
went
didn't.
hamburger.
I know. And it's just hard to go, like, you say cheeseburger and you think, okay, well, maybe it's kind of a bit boring of a pairing, but it's just so damn good that
If it ain't
it
broke.
doesn't matter. You know?
It would also go really well with a carne asada burrito or a California burrito,
Yeah.
something like that. This would be? It's very San Diego to me. It's very Southern California to me.
Yes. This is definitely the West Coast style for sure, where they squeezed some extra hops in here for good measure.
Did you see somebody I saw from out here is brewing? They brewed a New England style IPA.
Okay, I'm
forget
curious
who
to
it is,
what they
and
think that is.
I almost picked it up because I was like, I want to see what this is like. I forget who it is, but it's somebody from out here. I just saw it at the store.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said right on there, New England style IPA.
Yeah. It's funny because I really would like to know what that really is and what someone would consider that, like, what's a textbook, New England style IPA, and what are the
Shipyard.
characteristics that makes
Shipyard.
it different?
What is it? Monkey Fist?
Yeah.
Or the Ipswich Ale? Isn't that a...
Monkey fist. Yeah.
I like Ipswich Ale, yes, but I don't know. I don't know what I would consider a New England style IPA. Tony, any
They're
input?
calling, in this website, they say New England styles are hazy and cloudy. Departure from the dry, light mouthfeel you get with a West Coast IPA.
All right.
I don't know. I don't like that description. I don't know if I agree.
Well, I guess you look
Yeah,
at like
yeah.
Heady Topper, that's got
Okay.
kind of a little bit of haziness to it.
Okay.
Some of the Treehouse beers that they have can be pretty cloudy. Do you see that style out there, Toby, at all?
Cloudy IPAs?
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll see something what they actually say unfiltered or
Yeah.
something like that. Some of the local places here might put out something that they specifically call unfiltered. Or
I feel like Heady Topper for Vermont is kind of like the Pliny the Elder for the West Coast. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of that beer that everybody kind of waits in line to get their hands on some.
Yeah, that and Treehouse. I mean, I work about 10 minutes from Treehouse, and every they have their system. You know, Wednesday is they release 2 cans, and there's usually a line every time.
It must be pretty with all the birds flying around.
I know. I was gonna say, do they release parakeets too?
2 can Sam's.
Follow my nose.
But if Heady Topper, if you say, Heady Topper, and I've had Heady Topper, and it is I was impressed when I tried it for the first time. If that is the representation of what people say, all right, well, this is the New England style versus the West Coast.
Right.
Then aside from it being unfiltered, I'm not sure how much the difference would be,
One of these days, I keep thinking about I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off by doing a blind challenge of San Diego IPAs, and then I'm going to go out of those winners. I will go and to do California IPAs, and then eventually do West Coast IPAs. Blind tasting just to see which ones I feel blindly, which ones I think will be the best, West Coast IPA.
In my heart of hearts, I feel the New England style IPA would be closer to the English styles, but bolder.
What
I
what
feel
English-
like it'd be kind of a step back. It wouldn't be as much of the hop oils and stuff like the West Coast style. I think of the hop character of a West Coast style. I think is different than what New England would do.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. I don't really know.
I feel like the West Coast has a little bit more bitterness, but then again, you look at something like Dogfish 60 Minute, which was kind of the first beer that I had that was like, what am I drinking here? Like, what is this? Kind of like this bitterness. Like, it wasn't good when I first had it, and obviously.
Right.
But
I still think the 90 is the perfect minutes right there. I like the 90 better than the 60.
I agree. Definitely.
I gotta revisit those too. It's been a long time since I've had either one of those.
Yeah.
And I gotta check them out again. I see them all the time, and I'm just like, should I get it? There's so much other stuff here.
That's
not
another
$10
question.
a 4-pack.
I think that's another question and subject for conversation maybe at another time. Is you haven't revisited those, and that's because we're always looking for something different, and the craft beer community is always looking for the new thing, the different thing. They may have a couple of the go-tos if they got like a local bar that's got their stuff on tap, and they know that they can get XYZ on tap at certain places, but they're always looking for something different to sort of revisit stuff like Dogfish Head 60, 90. Yeah, it may be. Who knows how? It could be another whole year before you get back to try something like that again.
Right.
Are you saying there should be like a throwback Thursday beer coasters episode?
Maybe.
I hear you barking, big dog.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Well, you guys had your pairings. I think I would pair this with I don't know. I mean, it reminds me of like summertime.
Summertime.
I could do this with like I don't know, some like hot dogs on the grill. I think this would be great. Just
All right.
hot dogs on
Now
the grill.
we're
Maybe
talking.
some,
That's right. It's coming.
Yeah.
Season is coming.
And crystal meth, of course.
Yeah.
Crystal meth on the hot dog.
There you. Now you're thinking. That's why you're a beer coaster, sir. Right there. Crystal meth on a hot dog.
Right,
That's our next T-shirt.
Crystal meth on a hot dog. Did you pair, Mike? What'd you pair with?
I paired it with crystal meth. That was my pairing.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, there you go.
I'm allowed
There
to
you
do that. All right. And I think that wraps it up.
Just
For-
about.
Well, you got
Breaking
untapped
Bad.
ratings.
Oh yeah. Man, we're just taking our damn sweet time. I don't have Untapped open here, so
I got it ready
anybody
to go.
can get to it before me.
Well,
I
you
got
got the
it.
West Coast version. I got the East Coast, so you go ahead.
Okay. Out here on the West Coast, Breaking Bud from Knee Deep Brewing Company comes in at a 3.96. So close to a 4-piner. Out of 52,596 rating. That's a lot of ratings, too. The top 3 popular locations to drink this beer is...
Loquations.
Locations.
Loquations.
Yeah.
Man, give me the loquation.
Why don't you come down and meet me at my location? Bring some beer. Number 1, the Tappers Arcade Bar in Indianapolis, Indiana.
We have a match.
Bottle Revolution 3 in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ding, 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 ding.
And the VBGB Beer Hall and Garden Restaurant.
VBGB?
VBGB.
CBGB?
VBGB. That's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So North Carolina likes them some Knee Deep.
I guess so.
Funny, Albuquerque, I don't see anywhere on this list. Interesting.
That's where I take my left turns.
Get it? Right?
Get
Breaking Bud? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking Bad?
I
Albuquerque?
get it.
Oh, okay.
All right,
There you go.
folks.
Almost a 4. So close to a 4 on Untapped.
Yeah. Maybe I should give it a rating. Maybe I could bump it up a little. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Depends on what you give it as a rating.
Yeah.
That is true.
If you give it a 12, you
I might
bump
bring
up
it down.
Don't bring it down. All right.
All right, folks.
There you go,
we'll
Breaking
be back
Bad.
with some more beers right after this.
Science, bitch! Pause, America.
Pause, America.
All right, I'm going to stop the broadcast, and then we'll start a new one.
Stop the broadcast.
Thank you to our one viewer. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We're going to start a new one for the rest of the show. We got 3 more beers coming up.